Hello, my lovely friends. My name is Rue. How do you do? Today we're doing some controller clicky sounds slash button slash electronic devices. I think I've tried to film this video before and it got interrupted by a lawnmower, so let's do it again, okay? But let's get right into it so we can enjoy some lovely sounds. I really like these kind of sounds. Hold on. So I want to start with the Switch. I love when people tap on their Switches. I just think it sounds so good. But we can also do some controller clicking, button clicking. I'm going to do my best not to turn on any electronic devices, but we'll see. I really like this tapping sound though. Especially the screen part. It just has a nice, bassy sound. You know, when the Switch first came out, I was very on board to be I was gonna hate it. I knew I was gonna hate it because I thought it was gonna be like the Wii U, and I thought the Wii U was really stupid. But my partner bought this right when it came out, and he had Zelda on it, and I was watching him play, and I was like, can I try it? And then it quickly became my game, and I was obsessed with it. So I quickly changed my tune because it's a really cool system. I mean, it's a basic. I just hit my face with this. It's basically like a handheld, with a really big screen. But I'm pretty excited about the new Zelda game because, like I said, I was obsessed with the last one. I really like games where you have freedom to explore all these side things. I wasn't so into the main storyline. I would do it and then I'd get to a boss fight and I'd be like, okay, hand it over to my fiance and be like, okay, you do this. I just don't really enjoy the fight stuff. I like the little side quests and taming the horses and stuff like that. Seeing what animals I could ride. You can ride a bear. It's a very good game. So I'm excited to see what the next one is like. Okay, I need to move on. Okay, let's do a bit of a different trigger. This is a remote, a Roku remote. I really like when people do this. I just think it sounds cool. We had our first plane of the day. It's very exciting. It's quite gross outside today, like rainy and possibly icy later. So it's a good day for filming, but you know, I guess planes are still flying. We might get some snow tomorrow, which I'm weirdly excited about. Although, I'm not sure because initially it was like 100% chance of snow. Now it's like maybe it might melt during the day. So that sucks. Like, it's also supposed to get really, really cold. Which should be fun. But it's funny because the other day I was like telling my fiance, I was like, hey, it's supposed to snow. I'm kind of I'm excited about it. And he's like, I don't think I've ever heard you say you're excited about snow. I was like, I guess. Because like, I feel like as an adult, you lose some of that childlike joy, you know, because you have to worry about getting to work and like driving in these awful conditions and whatever. But like, I don't really have to worry about that this year. And so I'm just like, oh, I get to see pretty snow and like go for a walk in it. And I don't know, I'm like experiencing a lot of things in a new way this year. I'm trying to think how to describe it, but like, I've just been trying to view things with a less cynical lens, you know? I should probably switch triggers. Okay. I have a Xbox controller. It has a Sea of Thieves theme. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, I've been trying to be less cynical and sort of get rid of that, like, I feel like it's almost like a learned cynicism that we get in adulthood. I don't know. Anyways, I'm trying to view things in the best light possible, like most positive way, and like accepting what is and not trying to make it something it's not, and just sort of going with whatever happens, like, and just making the best of it. If that makes any sense at all. Also, weirdly, what has been helping this winter is, well, maybe not weirdly, but like, I watch a lot of YouTubers that are like, Scandinavian, like, that live in Sweden and Norway and live in more northern countries. And so I feel like they have a better tactic for dealing with these like cold, dark months because they're very extreme there. So I'm kind of like taking on a little bit of their like enthusiasm, viewpoint. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, there's a word for like cozy, like, I'm struggling to describe things today. But it's a Scandinavian word. I'm actually not sure which language. I think Norwegian. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's spelled Hygge, and it's pronounced, well, I'm gonna say it wrong, I'm sure, but it's pronounced like Huga, I think. But it's like this feeling of like coziness, and like, you know, creating an environment that's cozy, like candles and fuzzy blankets, and like being with people you love. And I just like really like that concept, and I don't feel like we have that in our culture and language. And so yeah, I don't know, I just really like that word and that idea, so I'm trying to embrace that. I don't know if any of that made sense. Let me know what you think. Let's switch. Okay, I have another remote. Also, my stomach is starting to talk, which is annoying. So apologies if there's any cuts. Like right now, probably. Because it just got it. I am at the time of the month where it is constant. I'm like, just starting to be. So I probably won't be able to film tomorrow because when it's like going, it just doesn't shut up. I don't know if any other uterus owners experience this as well, but should I be talking about this in a YouTube video? Like, an ASMR video? Whatever, it's fine. Like, because, like, during your period, you have these hormones that are, like, you know, making your muscles contract. And so it also affects the organs around it. And so, like, your intestines are, like, contracting and making noises. Or at least that's what mine do. So, apologies if that's TMI, but maybe it shouldn't be TMI. But yeah, I've learned I can't really film on those certain days because it's just like impossible. All these buttons sound good. Alright, let's switch again. This is a Switch controller. It's interesting, like, these controllers are, like, you know, basically very similar, but they do make different sounds. Like, that's a better sound than the Xbox controller. Yeah, I like this. This is the best controller so far. As far as, like, button clicking. Okay, what are your guys' favorite video games, if you like video games? I really love games that are like puzzle games or like indie games. I'm not like into like the shooter games or like ones that require a lot of coordination because I don't have a lot of coordination. However, I got into The Binding of Isaac, which is I don't know, I think the game is hilarious. But like you can literally play it over and over and over again, and like it's a different game every time basically. And it's so fun, and like I sucked at it so bad when I first started playing because it takes a bit of coordination, but I was determined to be good at it because I loved watching my fiance play, and I like loved the story of it. And I'm actually like pretty decent at it, I think. Not like the best, but you know, average. And so we like, at one point we had 100% of the game, but now there's like add-ons and stuff, and we'll probably never finish it, but every now and again we pick it up again and get into it. You know what game I loved when I was like a kid, or like kid, teenager, I don't know, probably kid, was oh my god, what, Age of Empires. It was a computer game. Do you guys know an Age of Empires? It was like this little game where you build a civilization and like, I don't know, I was real into that game. But there was like one year where it was like gonna snow, and I get like very antsy if I'm stuck somewhere and I don't like have a way to leave. And I was like flipping out. This was like when I was pretty young, in my early 20s, and I like didn't know how to deal with myself, handle my problems. So I was like flipping out, and my fiance bought me the Age of Empires for my computer, like on Steam. He like gifted it to me, and it was like the best solution he possibly could have found, because I like straight dove into that game and like was obsessed again and like spent hours like playing it, passing the time. And so like I just thought it was funny, so it made it bearable. We weren't living together at the time, we were like separate. That's probably part of why I was so anxious about it, because I'd rather spend it with him. Okay, I have one more controller, and it is PlayStation, which I do apologize, it's quite well loved. So this is a PlayStation 4 controller. So it's been around a while. You do not have the PlayStation 5. Even the back is like... we use the PlayStation the most of any system. Like, we use it to watch Netflix and Hulu and YouTube and whatever. Like, it's our entertainment system, basically. He plays the Xbox. I'm not really into Xbox. Another game, like, that I was into was the Resogun game that came on this system. I think it came with it for free or something. but it's just like a little spaceship sort of, similar to like the old games, you know, with the spaceship, but like it was more 3D. And I was really bad at that game at first, but then like again became obsessed with it and got pretty okay. But for some reason I was recently reminded of it, and so I played it again, and I do suck. Also, if you can hear like a low rumble, I'm pretty sure a train is going by, possibly. I don't live super close to the train tracks, but like I guess trains are quite loud. But yeah, trying to think of some more games that I like. They're usually just like little indie games that are just like puzzles and you complete the story and you're done, sort of thing. Was really into Stray though. Stray is a very, very cute game. I almost 100% of that game, which wasn't like very hard, but it was so cute. I mean, like, you're a cat. Like, how could it not be good? The like little rubber parts on these are like worn off. Okay. This video is a little long, maybe. I should probably say goodbye. But, thanks for hanging out today. Listening to the controller sounds and the rambles. I love you guys. You're doing amazing. I'll see you in my next video. Okie dokie.